Hi, everyone. Humans are energy. Everything is energy. Creation is energy. And when we realize just how much of an energetic being humans really are, we can get all the way down to that thought is energy in motion. And so we are frequency and we vibrate at different types of frequencies depending on what's going on in our lives. So many different things are factors for the frequencies that we vibrate to. And some of them are, has to do with the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, meaning what city we live in, or if we drink or smoke or listen to music, or if we are tapped into our creative side. Lots and lots of different things can alter the frequency of a human. And the simplistic way to identify being human is with our thoughts. We are our thoughts before anything else. So when we recognize that, we can grab a hold of that frequency and adjust it accordingly. If you don't like the frequency that you're vibrating at right now, meaning your thoughts don't make you feel good, your situation doesn't make you feel good, your job doesn't make you feel good, all of those things are frequencies that we create, and we can change those vibrations. And it begins simply by reprogramming our thought process. If your thoughts don't create feelings that feel good to you, then that means that they should be changed, evolved. And it just takes practicing that. Just like all of the ways that we've been doing things our whole lives, those are habits that's formed. They're conditioned ways of being a human. And so that means that when there comes an awareness that we can create our own, or tap in and raise our own frequency, we can step outside of ourselves to take a look at our thought process in more depth. And when we decide to take a look inside of our thought process, that's when we really get to see where we're vibrating at this moment. If your thoughts take you to a place of pain, then that's where we should embrace, so that we can shift within those thoughts to purge those feelings, to create new thoughts in its place, because thoughts are just things of the past that we hold on to. We're not in that place and time anymore. And if something keeps reoccurring within your mind's eye, a thought keeps coming up from your subconscious mind, then that is where we're supposed to look too. Energy will push thought into the conscious mind of the human so that they can look at it and embrace what they need to purge. So when we realize that we can control our own frequency by thought, that opens the door, the portal of law of attraction and manifestation. It's the awareness, the understanding becomes more clearer as the channel opens up more, when we realize just how much of an energetic being that we are. So if you want to attract the things that you want in your life, ask yourself what you're doing to attract those things. If you don't like the job that you're at, what are you doing to create a new job that you want? If you don't like the way that you engage with people, or maybe you don't like the way people engage with you, take a look and ask why that is. What can you do to change the way people engage with you? Because really it all boils down to how we engage with ourselves. So if you aren't thinking good thoughts about yourself and others, that's a good indication that there's some work that needs to be done. Because while we can see the reality of other people and where they vibrate at, it doesn't mean that we have to judge other people and things like that. So, it's just all about reprogramming the conditioned ways that we have always known that we're recognizing isn't technically who we truly are. Because, when we judge others, we're really just judging ourselves. Because, I just don't think it's very attractive to criticize other people, or because everyone's brain frequency is completely different. So people process thought differently. People, react differently. It all boils down to thought. So if someone is thinking out of character for what you think, we just don't know what kind of vibrations someone what someone's frequency is, and then we get to pick and choose whether we want to engage with that frequency or not. We don't have to do anything we don't want to do. Like, we can create the reality that we want within ourselves. If we don't like someone, if someone doesn't like us, then if we can't resolve the issue, then we can move on from it. We don't have to hang on to anything. That's the thing. Like, I think humans get in this trap of holding on and taking everything so personally. And I know it feels heavy because I used to carry that weight on me too. I'm not even sure I could crawl most of the time. The weight was so heavy on my back. But I still had the strength to push that off and to stand up. And so do you. And it just takes the realization that, when we get within ourselves and fix our own psyche, we can't blame anyone else anymore. We have to take responsibility. We have to create the reality that we want at that moment. That's where the power is. That's where the magic is. Because when you grab a hold of the things that don't make you feel good and turn them into what does, nothing can stop you. I love you to the moon, family. Have a wonderful afternoon.